Okay, so hi guys, welcome to this newest video. In this video, I'm going to talk about digital products. Now, a few days back, I have done a masterclass on digital products. It was a live webinar. A lot of you guys actually joined it and actually loved it. So I decided to just, post a recording here on YouTube just to let you guys know that the quality of my webcam was not that good. So just ignore my face in that webinar. Other than those, the quality and the content which I produced for the webinar was top notch. Make sure to watch it till the end because these are all the important aspects from beginner all the way to advanced, all the things from mindset to tips and tricks which I always use. I have put everything in this masterclass, so make sure to watch till the end. This will be a long one. It will be around an hour long video. However, if you guys are focused and are thinking of watching it, it will be a worthwhile deal. Trust me. With that being said, let's get started. Hi guys, first of all, thank you so much for coming by to this masterclass. I am Pixel Sammy, and a lot of you guys actually came from a YouTube channel or my Instagram, but some of you who don't know me, hi, I'm Pixel Sammy. My real name is Shomojit. I am from West Bengal. I have a YouTube channel with over 100,000 plus subscribers, and I make stuff mainly on videography, video editing and stuff. Other than those, my other part-time income sources are mainly video editing, videography. I do have a travel blog too called The Flying Bohos. Other than those, I sell a lot of digital products, especially in the photography and videography niche, as well as some courses. So before we jump into today's agenda, let me just confirm if you guys can hear me or not, because I can't actually see the settings from this panel. Just confirm in the comment section once more. Yeah, okay, so today we are going to do this. First, we're going to go to a quick introduction of digital products, why you guys should sell digital products, as well as the mindset. From what I understood from most of you guys are either students or just passed out of college. So I feel that the mindset is something which I always wanted to teach you guys, because if you guys don't know the actual fundamentals of selling a product, then people are not going to buy it from you. So before that, you have to understand how the market works, what is the psychology of a person's mind, especially your customer's mind. So if you guys can understand that, you guys can easily crack it and make a sale. The next one will be the golden framework of selling. After that, we're going to go to a quick Q&A session with you people who can comment in the comment section. And the last will be a bonus round, which if you guys stay, you guys can see it right there. So let's begin. So before we jump into the main tactics and all the things, I would like to ask you that why do you guys want to sell digital products, right? And I'm sure a lot of your answers will always be this. That is, you guys want to make some passive income, isn't it? Passive income is cool, right? You guys are sleeping and suddenly someone just purchases your product and you guys can see the money coming into your account. That's passive income, right? Like a famous person, Warren Buffett once said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die, right? This is one of my favorite quotations too, and it works so well, especially with digital products, because you guys have put in the effort once, and as this is a digital product, there is no procurement from manufacturers, there is no shipping cost. You guys just have to promote it the right way, and then you guys can easily make sales. But let me just ask you, what exactly is passive income? Some people say that passive income is that income which you guys can get without working, right? A lot of people say that, but I would say that it is wrong. That is because passive income is that income which, when you gather an audience, once you guys gather an audience by providing them some value and then make a killer product, promote the product in the right way, ethical way, and then make sales. These are the methods which I would call as a passive income method, not something like you are expecting and suddenly made a product without promoting, without any kind of genuine audience. Then making a product will not only make sales, it will also lower your brand name. So always make sure to provide value first. Another reason a lot of people actually are in this passive income niche is because of the results of COVID-19, right? We all know what the repercussions were. A lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of my friends, family members lost their jobs. Some of them lost their lives, sadly. So as a result, having a good passive source of income not only just saves you some amount of money in your pocket, and also leads you to financial independence. What is financial independence? Financial independence, and there is another term called as financial freedom. So both of these things are totally interlinked but are very different. Financial independence is that income which you are earning without working that much, but it is enough for your living expenses. While financial freedom is that income which you are just making out of the blue, nothing else. You don't have to work anything, and your money is more than enough to sustain you for the rest of your life. That is financial freedom. Whereas independence is that much money which you are making without working to save you from to provide you with all the living expenses. But going to a financial independent stage actually requires a lot of work. Like anything out there is actually something I would say that it's in a lot of work. But once you are doing this the right way, trust me, the amount of money flowing into your account will be just mind-blowing. Another reason why you guys should actually go for digital products is because digital products are something totally digital, and the world is turning digital faster than ever. Ever since COVID happened, right? We all know how COVID affected everyone. The one thing that affected the most is everything is turning digital. Our studies are turning digital. I am a college student too, so my classes are all digital, mostly in Zoom, mostly in Google Meet. So I'm sure you guys are in the same place as well. Your meetings are in digital method. My meetings with my teammates for my other YouTube channel, my Instagram page are also totally done digitally, no face-to-face communications too. And because of that, people are starting to trust this digital world faster than ever. And if you guys can take this opportunity and take this to the next level by creating some killer products, people are going to buy it. Now we are going to come to the mindset portion. And so the first myth which anyone follows while selling any kind of digital products is that you guys don't have to have a massive following. Just know it is not a compulsion to have a massive following, but having a social account is a plus point. I have a friend, Alexandra, who is from France, and he's selling a course on how to learn French, and he has around 300 followers. That course is only like $250. I'm sorry, like it is a very good amount in Indian rupees, but in France it is only $250. For their currency, 250 is not that amount. So he's selling it for $250, and he got around 25 sales from 2 weeks of working by continuing producing content on Instagram and then just slowly promoting her product. That is a very good way, and she actually succeeded in this flawlessly. Now, when you are doing this, whenever you are creating something which is going to be sold to other people, the first thing you have to focus on is providing value. Now, before selling any kind of products, let's say, for example, I am selling digital products on filmmaking. But before selling digital products on filmmaking, I'm going to provide some free value, such as how is filmmaking done, or what is storytelling in filmmaking, or what are the methods used in filmmaking. I'm going to provide values in this way so that people can get attracted to me, and then I'm going to upsell them to the products so that they're interested, they have a trust in me that I can provide the product, and after that they are going to be interested on my selling propositions as well. Like a famous person, Rancho, once said, have a great skill, nourish it, excel it, and success will come chasing your way. Now, since a lot of people are from international areas, so I did not actually keep it the native Hindi language. I actually translated it to English. So if anyone out there from India actually knows this language, then it actually translates to Kabil bano Kabil and Kamyabi chak maar ke piche aayegi. So this is what that dialogue says. And yes, it is very true in digital products too. Once you guys have a skill which you can provide value to other people, then after making a digital product, it is going to sell. This is another thing which Andrew Davis once said: content builds relationships, and relationships are built on trust. And when you are getting trust from people, trust actually drives revenue when proper promotion and proper execution of the entire process is done. Now, this is one of my stories. This is my first digital product which I ever sold for $11, which was in 2019. I was around 500 or 600 subscribers back then. So it was amazing for me. Like, I just woke up the next day, saw this in my account, saw this on my email, and I was just super happy. So this is something which can happen to you guys too, and you guys will slowly learn all the methods. Now, all the methods I am going to say in this video are not a scam. Don't worry, these are all legit methods. Also, these methods can actually take you guys to the long term. So do not have to think of short-term money, nothing. Like, a lot of people sell a lot of affiliate products these days, which are mostly short-term. I won't recommend it for the long term, because if you guys think about it, it is actually not a long-term viable for those kind of products. But for digital products, which I'm going to show, these are amazing for long term, because if you're going to promote it continuously, it is going to be something which is going to provide value, and slowly and gradually people will start buying it. And this is one thing I have experienced on my own, is that the more I promote it in a very ethical way, the amount of sales actually double, triple down once that more time passes. So this is something that is going to happen to you guys too once you guys get the hang of it. Now, when you're just starting out, I'll just say that money should not be your main concern. I would say that you should provide as much value as much possible. Do not think of money from the start go. However, I know that anyone has any kind of expectations, right? I was in the same shoes as you guys. So I know that it is okay to think about money, but don't think it too much so that it can hamper your work. Just don't think about it. Other than that, I would say that it is totally fine to think about money, because we all have some expectations out of life whenever you're doing something and putting in a lot of effort, right? So not thinking about money is not really practical, in my opinion. A lot of people will say that don't think about money, don't think about money. But slowly and gradually, people start to think about money. Let me just tell you one thing. The more people told me not to think about money, I was thinking of money more than ever. So yeah, it is very normal. It is supernatural. Just make sure to put in more effort. Now, this is one graph, super complicated, I would say. Now, this is what I call as the impact as well as the effort graph. Now, your impact and the effort should be max when you are starting. So your effort should be at max, as well as your impact should be at max when you are starting. When you are starting, promote more values, provide more values to other people, like I already mentioned before. And once that's done, slowly and gradually, you're going to see that your efforts will start to loosen up a little bit, but the impact will be a little bit more, because you guys put in the initial maximum effort before. Your effort now requires minimum. However, the impact will be maximum as well, because this is like a domino effect. Slowly and gradually, this builds up to a larger audience with proper engagement, proper reach, and this, at this point of time, you guys don't have to put in a lot of effort. However, the impact will be a lot. Now, whenever you are making any kind of digital products, for that matter, you have to understand one simple thing in marketing, and this rule right here is followed by every marketer, every e-commerce seller out there. That is, you have to solve a problem. You shouldn't be a seller. You have to be a problem solver. Like, if you are solving a problem, trust me, people will actually come to you and buy the products from you. This is how this thing is all about. Like, for example, in my case, if I make any kind of transitions for filmmaking, that is actually solving a problem, right? It is creating transitions for films so that it can be used there. Other than those, for example, you're creating some kind of ebook for something like an entrance exam, then it is actually solving the problem of how to get into an entrance exam, right? Your proposition should not be to sell the product. Your proposition, whenever you're making a product, should be what problem it solves. Whenever you are saying this, then you will see that more people are going to buy your product. Let me show an example. For, let's say you are changing the title from I'm selling this product for $10. This is this transition. However, if you change the title to something like best transitions you can use in documentary films, trust me, those kind of changing titles will actually drive in more sales and more audience. So at least think of what is the purpose of your product, and if you guys can provide a good way to, incorporate it and solve a problem, then it will actually help you guys a lot. Another best thing about retail products is that it requires zero investment when you're starting out. Absolutely zero investment. No money, nothing is required. Only thing required is your time, a skill which you guys need, IG account, a YouTube channel, anything which you guys like. Anything will do. Even a Twitter account will do, for that matter. I'll show you guys an example a little bit later. So there are various kinds of digital products, in my opinion. The first one is, of course, filmmaking digital products, ebooks, planners, any kind of courses. These are all very lucrative. This can be used and scaled up a lot. But there are very weird examples too. So I can just say that you guys can make digital products on literally any niche out there. It can be fashion, it can be food, it can be photography, filmmaking, it can be even entrance exams, it can be any kind of subjects out there. Let me show you a very weird example. You know Uber, right? You guys know Uber. And there are courses on the internet where it actually tells you the process of the Uber interview process, Uber questions, essay questions, some practice tests, and they have over 2000 students. How cool is that? Like, it is a very niche topic. Like, you guys have to actually go to this Uber analytics test. If you're interested, only then you guys will actually enroll in this course, right? Otherwise, why will you guys enroll in this course? So if something like this can actually sell, then any product out there, any kind of digital product out there which you're interested in can actually sell easily. Okay, so the next thing which we're going to talk about is the framework, or how to actually go for selling the products in the correct way. So the first and foremost thing is that we're going to follow the method which, okay, so we just gave a quick glimpse of all the digital products and what is the kind of a mindset you guys have to sell a digital product. Fibo, don't really worry. I'll actually send all the recordings once this video or this webinar is done. So don't worry about that. You guys will get the entire PPT and the recordings too. So just don't worry about that. So in short, I'll say that I actually explained all the things, especially the mindset of a customer when they're purchasing your product. So just make sure to rewatch the video when I send it to your mail. Okay, so when you're talking about framework, so the first thing which you want to learn today is the same method which Walmart used to crush Netflix back in 2012, 2013. And now Prime Video and Hotstar is going to Netflix now. So this method which they are doing to oppose or to actually, disable the business strategies of Netflix is that what Walmart did in 2013 is that they actually were selling DVDs for a very cheap price, which was actually resulting in a loss of revenue for Netflix, because they are doing it for so cheap price that no one is taking Netflix for watching videos or movies, right? But as a result of which, since they were doing it for so cheap price and attracting so many audiences, those audiences were actually interested on the other products Walmart sent to. So because of that, a lot of people actually, just give me a moment. So because of that, a lot of people actually bought products from Walmart other than the DVDs too. And because of that, Walmart actually profited a lot more than Netflix ever did. And actually Netflix had gone with a loss at this scenario right now. The next framework which I'm going to talk about, following the same framework which Walmart did few years back, is the same thing, which I call as the VCIS framework. And it is a very simple framework. The first one is validating your product. Sorry, my bad. So the first one is validating your product. The second one is creating a very cheap product or a free product. After this is done, it can be your sorry, my bad. So once you guys create a very cheap product or a free product, and then after that, what you guys are going to do is you guys are going to incentivize your audience. And then once that is done, you guys will sell your product. So this is going to answer Aniket's question a little bit more later, is that, so product validation. The first and foremost thing is that you guys have to understand if people are actually willing to buy your products. This is the most important step in making any kind of products out there. Because if you guys don't know whether the audience or the people or the customer is not interested in a product, then there is absolutely no point in making that, because people are not going to buy it anyway. So the steps which I'll recommend, and this is applicable for anyone who has a massive following, anyone who has zero following, these steps are applicable for everyone out there. Even me, I started this following these steps when I was only at 900 followers on Instagram, and I was just starting out on YouTube. So this was just mind-blowing for me as well. So the first and foremost thing which you guys have to make is that you guys have to make some valuable non-downloadable content. Non-downloadable means that you guys don't have to just provide them with the download file. Something like an Instagram post or a YouTube video just to gain some audience will do the trick. Once you guys gain some audience from there, you guys will do polls or Q&A sessions regularly so that you guys can get your audience's feedback on your content and see what they are interested in. And then after that, you guys can simply follow this template right here. Like, hey guys, if I made this template for this stuff, would you guys use it? Now, if your result or your reply from this comes like, absolutely dude, I am absolutely honestly trying to buy this, and getting this product will be a massive time saver. If comments like this come to you, then you guys will understand that this is going to be something that you can sell later on as well. Or if you guys get a feedback something like, hey dude, I'm not really interested in this. So once that reply comes, you guys can easily ask them like, what kind of a product you guys want from this? Like, do you guys want any kind of planner, any kind of ebook, something like that? What you guys actually want? Because if you guys don't ask those questions and engage with your community, then doing this will be a little bit hard. So always get feedback, constructive criticism from the other people, because that is always the crucial point here. Now, the second step is creating the cheap product or the free product. Now, once the validation is done, once you know that people are actually going to use it from various polls, various chats, etc., you guys will create consumable content or downloadable content, free, first and foremost, free content for the audience. Once you guys get the free content for the audience, you guys can easily incentivize them. But before that, I must warn you about one thing. Do not provide with too much free stuff. Once you guys provided too much free stuff, people will start feeding on those and will not be really interested on the paid stuff later on. So I'll recommend not to overdo it. Provide content, consumable content such as YouTube videos, Instagram posts, etc., and provide downloadable contents free once in a while. Once that process is done, the next one will be incentivizing them, such as after this point, you guys will gain at least a little bit of followers so that you guys can get a lot of feedback, testimonials, etc. And if you guys want to plan on growing on Instagram, this is one strategy Gary Vee used few years back, which is called the $1.80 strategy, which is to go for the 10 top hashtags and leave a comment on top 9 posts of the different hashtags. Now, this process or this method used to be applicable a few years back. Now it is a little bit modified. Now I would say that whatever people you guys follow, make sure to regularly interact with them, communicate with them via DMs, chats, reply to their stories, etc. Because the more you do this, the more engaged you guys stay on your Instagram or any other social media such as Twitter, YouTube, the more engaged and the more consistent you guys be, the better reach for your post organically will be, so that you guys can sell digital products later on. And the last step which I'll make sure before I release any kind of products is that stay tuned for a killer product next week. Are you guys excited for this? Or this product helped me get this particular thing, so I'm going to launch a template. Are you guys excited? So these are the templates, these are the lines which you guys use on your Instagram stories, which you guys can use on your YouTube videos or any kind of community post out there. You guys can easily follow these lines, and it can help you guys incentivize your audience so that they can get excited whenever you're creating a new product. The last step is very simple. It is creating the killer product, and if you guys followed all the steps which I mentioned beforehand, you guys can launch it now. This is the correct time to do so. Now, these are some of the sample payments of all my regular sell-ins, all the sales I made from digital products. This is one I made from 1 year, around $7,000. This is from another source where I made around $3,000. I made around, I would say, $300 back when I was at around 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, which was like very good for someone with 1000 followers only. And slowly and gradually, like you already mentioned, it is a domino effect. Like you just add this up and see what is the amount in a year. That is a very massive thing, right? Now, whenever you're selling a product, you guys will have this question that what are the websites or the best places to sell the products, right? Now, there are 4 particular different methods which I'll say. You guys can screenshot this page if you guys want to, but I'll send you the PPT and the PDF of this file as well as the recording anyway. But if you guys want to just keep a note of things, you guys can note it down right now as well. So the first and foremost will be third-party websites such as Selfie, Gumroad, PayHype. There's an Indian one called InstaMojo. You guys can use all of this. The disadvantage to this is that since these are all third party, there is a very good high commission, as well as some of them are not free. Selfie costs around $30 a month. I won't recommend this. I won't recommend Selfie because it is an investment from you from the get-go. So you guys don't know whether you guys will make sales anyway. So I won't recommend to go with Selfie because you guys will have to pay a subscription just to use the service. I will recommend though to use PayHype and Gumroad when you are starting. This is my recommendation. And whenever you are getting a little bit more sales, such as $500, $600 a month, then you guys can move to your own website. Every kind of patterns which I mentioned, such as these 4 methods, have its own advantage and disadvantage. This was the first one. The disadvantage to this third-party websites is that since these are third-party, and there is a very good commission too. And the second disadvantage is that there is no upselling to other products. Like since it's a third-party app, third-party website, they cannot see your other products you guys made. So they can only buy the product you guys make. Just one product, they can purchase only one product, and they can actually go to your main shop by clicking some other links, but it is not a very lucrative and a user-friendly way. So for selling just one product at one time, this is very good. And for starting out, for beginners, this is the very good method. The second method is a private link method. This is a very simple one. So private links are made by very few creators I know. There's a creator, travel blogger called Pulkit who uses this method, and he absolutely loves it because this method can help you guys create a very engaged community. What do you guys do with it? So first, you guys will tell them that I'm creating a new product, but for buying this product, you guys have to join my private WhatsApp group, private Telegram group, something like that. And then after you are in that particular group, you guys will chat, communicate with them, and then after that, you guys can launch that product in the group itself. And since these people already entered those groups just to be a part of this retail product, there's a very good chance that they will buy it. Not only that, the biggest advantage of this private group method is that whenever you make any kind of new product and launch it, you guys can launch it directly in this group, and there will be some people who are already interested in that, which is not really possible for all cases, especially in Instagram or YouTube. The third method, which is Etsy. Etsy is a very good shopping site, and here you guys can sell retail products too. But the thing is, this actually requires a little bit of investment upfront just to list your product on the website. But the best part of this method is that since this is a shopping site, the competition will be high, but the reach of these products will also be high. This is another method. Again, I personally don't use this method because whenever the competition is high, there's a chance of less sales as well. But if you're someone who is totally new, looking for a new audience, this method is going to be a very helpful method to you too. However, like I mentioned, this will require a little bit of cost upfront. Like you have to pay a little bit to them so that you guys can share your product in that site. The last method is creating your own website, and this by far is the most profitable method, as well as I would say the most lucrative method out of those to actually scale your products. The reason is very simple. When you are making your own website, such as this one is cinepaths.store. This is a digital products website. And as you are making your own website, you guys are having your own brand right here, right? You guys are having your own logo right here. You guys are showing different kinds of products you guys produce on your own. So this is your own website. And anyone going to this website will immediately be impressed with the website template, with the other things this website produced. So instead of buying just one product, they can buy all the other products too, or just 2 products, 3 products at once. But when you're using some kind of a service like PayHype or Gumroad, then this websites, as you can see, it is pretty simple. My name is on top, just add now, buy now is there, and nothing else. No other options are there, and the people can only buy these products. You can go to the shop and see all the other options, but there is almost a 0% chance any people will actually click on this shop button and go to other products and buy them. They can just buy, or mostly will buy, this particular product only if they're at all interested. Another thing, another advantage which I forgot to mention about PayHype or Gumroad is that PayHype or Gumroad takes in commissions, but they don't need any kind of cost upfront. So that is the reason I actually recommend this. Always try this two platforms out, because you guys can just upload your detailed products to these two sites and start selling them. Of course, you have to pay a commission, but you guys don't have to pay anything else other than that. The commission will only be taken from you once you made a sale. Otherwise, there is nothing, no extra cost upfront. These two by far are the best ones in my opinion. However, if you have Indian audience, Instamojo is also good. So you guys can try this one out as well. While this one is more towards international audiences. Now the promotional methods for this digital products is very simple. The first one is organic method, second one is paid methods. First one, of course, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram. A lot of international people are also here for this webinar, so TikTok is also an option for them, whereas TikTok is banned in India. And there are a few tricks which I would mention for whenever you're promoting products. Say for example, this one. If you guys just create any kind of paid product, you guys can do this, like comment to get it for free, or DM yes to get it for free, or this method creates this method actually creates an impression in the audience's mind, because it actually takes them to actually type something or message you something, so they are more interested on that product, so they are more engaged on that product. So that is a very good way to actually scale up your product. Not only that, when they are doing this, when they're commenting or DMing you for this, the reach of that post, wherever you're promoting, also gets high. Another important thing which I would recommend is that whenever you're promoting any kind of product, always promote it in intervals. Say for example, I'm actually making a transitions video, right? So I will actually make a video on my channel on the product itself. So for example, I'm going to just title the video as Final Cut Pro Transitions for Filmmaking. So that is the video 1. Now the next video, for video 2, I'll make 2 weeks or 3 weeks later, and then name the product as How to Use These Transitions for Better Filmmaking Effects. So that is my video 2. And the third video, which I'll further promote it later, maybe a month or 2 or so. After that point of time, I'll make another topic and use those transitions or those detailed products to make that particular tutorial. Once you guys do that, you guys are actually promoting the same product over and over again in a very lucrative and a very genuine way. And the more you do this, the more sales you guys will get. Now, the one thing you guys have to understand that organic methods, YouTube, Instagram, any kind of other methods such as Twitter, it all requires consistency. Now, another examples which I can easily show is that there's this person called Islo who is on Twitter. Now, this guy makes only Notion templates. Notion is actually a content management software, and this guy only makes templates. Let me just show you a quick example. If you guys enjoyed this, retweet the first way to support me. One random person who retweets will win this pack for free. Now this guy is very regular, very consistent on Twitter. I saw this person on this platform with around 200 followers, which was around 2 months back, only 2 months back. Now he is around 5,600 followers, and he has actually made a post. He is 19, he makes around $1,000 online just selling these templates. How cool is that? Now, if you guys see his profile a little bit, you guys can see he actually posts 3 hours, 14 hours, 12 hours, 12 hours. August 6th, which is yesterday. So he actually posts a lot. Like I already mentioned, consistency is the key here. The more consistent you guys be for this, the better this particular event or this particular selling of products or your reach or your following altogether will grow. Okay, so the next one is paid methods. Paid methods are super simple. It is Facebook ads, Google ads. Facebook mainly includes Facebook as well as Instagram. Google ads mainly includes the Play Store ones, whatever you guys see on different websites, YouTube ads, etc. This actually requires a massive investment upfront, such as a lot, like, I have seen people spending like 5 lakhs, 6 lakhs rupees upfront just to promote these products. But the return they get from those, they spend around 5 lakhs just to promote it. In return, they get around 30 lakhs, 40 lakhs rupees from retail products. And yes, this is possible. I'm not bluffing. Like, if you guys see any kind of case studies on the internet on retail products, these are actually real-time results, and it is actually very much possible. Now, the next one, which I would like to talk about, is Etsy. Now, when it comes to any kind of selling products, social media account is absolutely necessary, right? But for Etsy, I would say that it is not necessary because they always have a good amount of audience and customers from their website. So for this particular method, sharing in social media is not really compulsory. However, you will need some cost upfront, such as $20 USD for listing your items on their website, and this is for only 4 months. So after 4 months, you have to pay this amount once more, and you have to keep on paying and paying and paying. However, there is a good chance you will make more sales from this method. Also, when you are making any kind of account in Etsy or selling anything, always make sure to keep a track of the keywords. You guys have to keep a track of the keywords used on your page so that you guys can be ranked and organic people can actually see your post. This is an example of an Etsy seller, Catherine Dream presets. This preset is actually selling for only $3, but there are around 6,500 customers. How crazy is that? And like I already mentioned, that social account is not needed, but this person has it and has around 1,800 followers, which to my opinion is not that big of a number. Also, her posts are around only 32 likes, and some of them are like 10 likes, 20 likes, etc. But just see at her Etsy post, and this is just one of her products. A lot of other products are there. So just multiply this amount. Maybe she has 3 products for $3, 6,000 customers. Just multiply this amount and see how much it costs. This is absolutely crazy. Another thing Etsy has is that Etsy has a promotional platform too, just like Facebook and Google. So you guys can pay to Etsy to promote your products too. And that in turn will make a lot of sales as well. I would like to say that YouTube is by far the easiest way or the easiest place to make sales because it is free, it is scalable, luck is not that important. And one thing I would like to say for YouTube is that YouTube always likes to promote videos from any kind of year. Like I already mentioned, Instagram is good, but Instagram, whenever you're posting one post on Instagram, there's almost 100% chance that post will not get any kind of new likes after 2 months or 3 months. But YouTube is different. YouTube always promotes your old videos too. On YouTube as well, I'm sure you guys have seen videos popping up in your recommendation from 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. Those are mostly prank videos, but YouTube actually promotes old videos. Don't think that YouTube actually don't promote. They actually promote old videos, whereas Instagram doesn't. That is the disadvantage of Instagram, but Instagram is a lot easier to gain followers. Now, I would like to say that most people fail. I don't know why. Or if you guys ask me why most people fail, the reason is super simple. Why these people fail is because these people procrastinate a lot. Like a lot. The only reason people don't like to, stay with it or have the dedication for it is because of one simple reason, which is procrastination. The reason being that there is no immediate money. Absolutely no immediate money upfront, and because of that reason, we will procrastinate a lot. There's next thing which I would like to say is the daily accountability. Again, whatever you guys do, any kind of actions, any kind of things you guys do now will actually affect your future, right? So you guys have to be accountable about what you guys do. And sure, this is not just for retail products, this is for life in general. If you guys are interested for any kind of things and put in the work, effort, and are actually accountable for all the actions you guys do, slowly and gradually money will definitely follow. And of course, I actually do this one technique, which I always did beforehand as well, is that during COVID, I was procrastinating a lot when it started. I was alone at home. I was thinking what to do, what not to do. I was totally lazy. So what I did was I actually created a group with my team members, and then I just started telling them all the goals I have for the day. And the next day I tell them whether I did that goal or not. That is one thing which I followed, and it is wonders. It does wonders. If you guys are interested on that particular method too, I feel that it is amazing. Just having those accountability, just telling or writing or telling other people that you are doing this and you are not able to do this that day, or you have some other work to do, or you are actually able to do it that day, actually makes you accountable for that. And as a result of that, you actually do the work. This is one thing always keep in mind. Make sure to hold yourself accountable. No one will care what you do. Your parents will stay, but whatever you guys do for a living later on in your future, later on, in your jobs, in any kind of things, in digital products, in online business, anywhere, always make sure to be always make sure to think that you are the one, you yourself are the one who is accountable for all the actions. Do not procrastinate. Do not think that this is not going to work. Just think that this is going to work, and slowly and gradually, once you guys put in all the efforts, this is absolutely going to be a going to be a massive success for you guys.